Hello and welcome to the Space Between Ideas. I'm Blaine Gates. We are working on a 100 stories case studies project. And, I've been thinking which one of these case studies should we talk about? The first time I was kind of just, the first case study that I picked, I think back and it seems kind of ridiculous. Like, why would you pick a case study where it's like this is an example of a bad situation? This was not a good situation. Now, it's true that it's important for other people to understand that, sometimes you have bad situations where the expectation of the person who wants coaching sessions is different. All right, that's better. Got some neighbors. All right, so that's the thing is I've been thinking about it and I'm trying to think all right, so the best stories to share are going to be the stories that I'm excited about. And, that's really important is when I talk about these checklists, when I talk about the book, Create Crucial Insight, when I talk about the experiences that I have with students, with clients, I have a really good time. I really enjoy the work that I do. I've been doing this for many years, and it's it's a passion. It's a passion project. There's the neighbor again. I thought he was already gone. All right, so enough with the distractions. So yeah, it's this is like a labor of love. I really enjoy doing these things. But the thing is, if you pick a case study that is not very interesting, or that it's kind of counterproductive, or if I'm just doing this step by step through, one by one through all these different cases, some of the cases I don't even want to talk about. Some of the situations, it's why? So that's why I want to now introduce you to, we can call it Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast Cashews. So let's change the name of this to Ivory Coast Cashews. All right, so I met this young lady. She's the manager of a factory in the Ivory Coast. The project is to produce cashew kernels. She started talking about the quality director, quality and certification. Now, back at this time, when I used to, so actually we went through quite a few of the checklists together. This is back when I used to do, all right, so what's this question? I think that's from earlier. I used to say, hey, do you want to talk about working with partners, developing projects, or managing people? And she said that she works for a factory, and I used to start it out like this, boss, give me a raise, right? And she's like, what's a raise? So she speaks French. And now, sure, if you complete the following items in the next 6 months, I'll give you a raise. So I asked her, what do you have to do in the next 6 months in order to get a raise? And she said, all right, so I need to keep or update certifications. I need to maintain the quality of the product, and I need to build a new team. So then I said, all right, so what are some of the obstacles? And she said, the quality of the product. So she said, this year we're working more with organic, and it's difficult to maintain the high standards that are required for organic foods. The production of raw material wasn't what we expected, wasn't what we had hoped for. Number two, the organization and training of the new team. First, I need to identify the needs of each team, each of the team members. Next, find teachers to train the staff. And finally, finance the training. So she said she's fighting with the production manager about the quality of the product, who happens to be a Brazilian guy. And the year of the crop of raw materials is substandard. There's a need for raw materials to maintain product level. So as you can see, this is already a much more interesting experience. This is a factory. This is the manager of a factory. And this is the story of this girl. So this was, this is a good way to start out this story. So over the next several days, we're going to learn more and more about the issues that this lady and myself discussed as I helped her through some of the transitions working toward these goals.